Is Raila Odinga using James Orengo to fix William Ruto? You know, I said it once here a while back, that Raila is a man who loves big moments. And is a man that no one can completely understand him. And that's why he's known as the enigma. And I think for the first time, William Ruto is dealing with a man that is ameshindwa kumwelewa. Like William Ruto himself doesn't understand Raila and doesn't understand game plan yake. You have seen how James Orengo has remained defiant. You have seen how it has shifted, that like how James Orengo is being attacked left, right and center. Could it be that James Orengo is simply being used by Raila to send a message to William Ruto ama to fix William Ruto? I want to give you my reasons why I feel like Raila is looking ama has a game plan ama is looking to do something that is so big that Kenyans still don't get it. If you are new to this platform and you're coming here for the first time, kindly take a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you will always be the first to watch. So kindly do that, na kama kawaida, I'll be back. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed, and for the return subscribers, I really appreciate you guys. And for those people who have been sending something, I also appreciate you guys for supporting this platform. As I was saying, is Raila Odinga looking for a big moment to fix William Ruto? I told you in a while back in a video that I did, and it is here, that Raila has a game plan. And Raila is a man who always looks at big, who always goes for the big moments. I will tell you why. Raila, big moment, the first big moment that he ever did was to merge, was the KANU and NDP merger, which was a big moment in the country because for the first time, Kenya had never seen an opposition leader coming in and merging up with the government. And this was the talk of it. Raila was the talk of the country and even in Africa. And what did he do? He used that moment to destroy KANU and end KANU's reign in power. That ending KANU's reign in power was a big moment. Fast forward, Raila was the one who came up with this grand coalition thing. It was never there in Africa where opposition leaders would come in together and unite so that they can defeat so that they can unseat the sitting government. It was Raila and all his merger that brought in the grand coalition government that ended KANU's regime. That was also another big moment. Raila was the same person who defeated a constitution reform in a referendum in 2005. That was a big moment. You know, Raila always wants to be at the center of big moments. That was one memorable moment. These are things that have never been seen in Africa. He defeated referendum that was, and the person he defeated was the sitting head of state. Another big moment is when they formed the Grand Coalition government. Wachana na sasa ile ANAC. The Rainbow Coalition. Then the Grand Coalition government in 2007. It has never happened. It had never happened in Africa. And you can remember after the Grand Coalition government, this thing was a big thing in Africa that even other countries followed suit, like Zimbabwe. That time with Mugabe and that's who was Mnangagwa. They formed a grand coalition government after the election. And that again made Raila a big story in Africa. and other countries followed suit what he did. Another big moment for Raila was when the ushering of the new constitution. So you can see all these big moments that have happened in Kenyan politics. Raila has always been at the center of it, all through. And that's why they always say that Raila is a man you can't understand, but also Raila is a man who has he's the father of politics in this country in terms of everything. We always say that Moi was the professor of politics, but trust you me, if Moi could have met the current Raila, angemuinulia mkono, because this is a guy, is a schemer, is a serious schemer. Moving forward, Raila is the person who, for the first time in Africa, through his initiative, a president's election was overturned. It had never happened in Africa, and in the world it only happened once, I think in a country known as Austria. I can't remember very well. So this was also a great moment for Raila. So can you see there's a pattern here? So Raila right now, at his age, I'm telling you, and I'll tell you for a fact, Raila is not a man who is interested in politics. He is not interested, not even in politics. Raila is not a man who is interested in being the president. He has never been interested in being the president. Raila has always looked for opportunities where he can create big moments, because he understands that is where his legacy will live forever. Not in the presidency. That this is a man, even if he dies today, people will remember him for the great things and for the great reforms that he came up with, and revolution that he did in so many aspects. So what is the only thing that that Raila has not ticked in his bucket list? Those are the things that people need to ask themselves. When the Raila came into this government, Raila has been in government. So sharing this government position is not a big deal to him. It's not something like, it's not an eureka moment for him that he used to. No. We need to ask ourselves, what is this big thing that Raila has not achieved? And now, in his political career, considering that Raila is now 81, going to 90, he knows very well that he doesn't have the strength to run for a political seat. And even if he wins, he cannot work because of his advanced age. So what is this big moment that Raila has not done, that he's looking up to? And that he joined Ruto. Because truth be told, Raila amelemea Ruto. For the first time, Ruto doesn't know how to handle Raila. He doesn't have an idea. And all those people who are around Ruto, they don't understand Raila. They are trying to see, who is this man? What is his game plan? Nini afikiria? They can't. It's caving in for them. They are looking for all ways to understand this man, but they can't. For the first time, Ruto is dealing with a man that amemshinda kiakili and everything. Because Raila amekuja kwa serikali, make sure that he has plugged his people in the most crucial dockets in the government. And it has reached up, they have penetrated so deep that now the president feels like he can't even breathe. Hawezi watoa, because akiwatoa tena it will bring a lot of things. He doesn't want to destabilize the country. You get? It has reached a point, even the president himself, he admits that, and admit mbele ya baba that come on, you are the OG. Wewe ndio kusema. You come and you saved my government, you saved me, you confirmed my presidency. Look at that level of submission from the president. And this is a man who was like, huko unamwambia anything. And unajua what made Ruto stand out was just how he was able to take advantage of central people, their hate for Raila, how he was able to manipulate them and take advantage of that so that he could he could win the presidency. But beyond that, I don't think the president, Ruto, has any plan in terms of how do I fix this man, Raila Odinga. This is a man I really can't understand. I'm really trying to see where is the weakest point so that nimshike. Anashindwa. And that's why, for you to understand this man, Raila Odinga, you need to understand what is this big thing that Raila has not done. Away from being the president, because he has never wanted to be the president. That's the reality. Raila has never wanted to be even if he wanted to be the president, that one ended in 2007. After 2007, Raila has never wanted to be the president. And I will tell you what I think on this platform. Raila, the only thing he has never done is to impeach a sitting president, or to push a sitting president into a point of resignation. That is the only thing, that is the only big thing that Raila has not achieved. And I think that is his game plan. Because Raila understands very well that the decision that he made was very unpopular. And he knows that it's very unpopular. And I don't think James Orengo doesn't know this. James Orengo is in the picture, and they have sat with Raila and they have talked. Because one thing I can tell you for a fact, there is one man in this country that Raila cannot antagonize. And that is James Orengo. Because of all his political age mates. And I want to tell you this, of all Raila's political age mates, wenye wamebaki is James Orengo and Martha Karua. Those are the ones when you're back when you're still very active in politics. And these are people that Raila cannot antagonize. Number one is because of the respect that he have for them. You see, even Martha Karua challenged Raila in front of his face and called him off on this handshake with the Ruto. You didn't see Raila respond. And right now, even James Orengo has talked about this severally. You have not seen him respond. Another person that still Raila cannot come and attack openly is Professor Anyang' Nyong'o. Because these are his age mates in politics. They understand the journey that this country has taken. So, Raila respects these people. And as much as he would like to fight them and maybe to force them to follow his way, he understands that these people have an open mind. They will criticize what they need to criticize. But my question is, why James Orengo? Why not Edwin Sifuna? And you could see even in that funeral, Ruto chose to respond to Edwin Sifuna and not James Orengo. Ask yourself why Ruto deliberately decided to respond to Edwin Sifuna, not James Orengo. It is because the reality is James Orengo is not a man you can just face like that. You know, James Orengo always looks like it's not powerful, but this guy is powerful. And those people who are threatening James Orengo with impeachment, I will tell you here and now and again, if there is a man you cannot threaten with any form of impeachment, it's James Orengo. This is a man who has seen everything in politics. This is a man who decided deliberately to leave the Senate, which means to leave active politics and come and be the governor, because for him, and I repeat, this was just a retirement package. This is a man who now wants to go and sit down, and after his term, I'm not sure even if he's interested in the second term. After he's been the governor, he'll go sit down and start writing his memos and his books and everything. But I feel like there is something coming. Because right now you can see the agitation. And some of you think that, oh, Ruto has managed to now bring chaos and to disrupt ODM and everything. Nothing. Because you can see Raila is quiet while all these things is happening. Trust you me. Ruto cannot destabilize ODM while Raila is still alive. He can't do it. What is happening, Raila has created that situation deliberately. The chaos that we are seeing in ADM, the division that we are hivi, Raila has created it deliberately. He knows what he's doing. Because if his house will be coming down, Raila will be very fast to go and fix. And there's a pattern you can see trending. That where Raila goes, Even when they are saying, people are saying that Ruto must go, not Raila must go. We have not seen chance that Raila must go. Which means that people still have hopes in Raila Odinga. People still respect Raila Odinga. And I'll tell you this for a fact. Raila is planning something that is so big that the world, Africa has never seen. Whereby you push a sitting president to a point whereby atainua mikono, ata resign ye mwenyewe, ama he will be impeached. Because there is some dockets that Raila is looking for him to now finish his plan completely. And that is the Speaker of the Senate. Once Raila gets the Speaker of the Senate and the Speaker of the National Assembly, he's done. He's done. Because this government is so unpopular, even with the judiciary, that even if the impeachment goes to the judiciary, the president cannot get any favorable ruling from the judiciary. So I feel, in my own perspective, I feel like Raila Apa is the schemer. And until Ruto realizes this, then the person being played in all this. I told you, in politics, there is always a person being played. In every grand coalition, in any agreement, in any unity in politics, always know that there is a person being played. And this time, Ruto ameingia mahali that he knows he's being played, but he doesn't know how to come out of it. And he will not know how to come out of it. Because Raila getting into this government was very deliberate. Raila knew very well, if I get into this government, people like Akina Gachagua and the Mount Kenya people will feel very uncomfortable with me being in this government. So they will start to fight back. And because the president wants to stamp his authority, he will push them out. And that is what he has been doing. So Raila got in, made sure that he made these people very uncomfortable like Gachagua. What happened next? Gachagua was impeached. What happened next? Mount Kenya MPs are now moving out of UDA. Right now, you cannot even speak of Kenya Kwanza government. Look, people like Kina Mudavadi, look at them. They are so silent right now. They are not like as vocal as they used to be. But you know, people like Mudavadi, those people, Raila knows how to handle those people. Mudavadi, Wetangula, and everything. He knows how to handle them. So I'm telling you, because Raila has worked with Mudavadi, Wetangula, even Ruto, Raila understands the president very well. He knows the baton that he needs to hold. And you can remember there was a time Raila said that, Ruto mimi namuelewa. I know him. So hata mkiona anatembea huku hivi anapiga kelele anaongea, mimi achareni na yeye najua atatulia. That was a statement that Raila was sending out to people that, hey, your president, I know how to handle him and I know how to fix him. So you just let him be. Wacha afanye mambo yake. And you see Ruto did not respond, because the truth of the matter is Ruto pia as a president has respect for Raila. He respects Raila. Deep down in his heart he respects Raila. Because truth be told, it is through Raila that Ruto was able now to cement his political career and to elevate himself to the level where he reached. Because remember, when Ruto was doing his politics, Moi was still the king of Rift Valley. Yeye ndiye alikuwa na control. There were people like Akina Henry Kosgei who was very powerful in Rift Valley back then. It is only through Raila Odinga, when Raila Odinga alimchukua and he started walking through Raila. Raila Odinga was the one who was able to make him the kingpin of Rift Valley. And that is how Ruto now built his political career. Because before that, Ruto was just any other Rift Valley politician. So he respects Raila. And he knows that Raila is a man that ni ngumu kumuelewa. It's very hard to know what he's thinking, what he's planning, and everything. So even what I'm saying here is just me trying to imagine that what is this thing that Raila has not achieved that he wants to achieve. Because let's not talk about the president. Raila has never wanted to be the president. That's the reality. And if he ever did, in 2007 was the last time Raila was interested in being the president. And after that, Raila has never been interested in being the president. So this time round, Raila did not come to Ruto because he wanted to be the president, because he's planning for 2027. I see a lot of you people going around, hey, sijui 2027 Raila will still be in the No, Raila has no interest in being in the ballot in 2027. That is not in the picture for him. He's not interested 100%. So if you guys, you ODM supporters, think of something else, but not Raila being in even in the ballot. I don't think Raila will be in the ballot in 2027. Not because he will have died. No, he might still be alive, but not in the ballot. And for the first time, we've seen Raila not being in the ballot after 2022. No, after 2002. This is the last time that Raila will not be in the ballot again. So you guys, listen and listen to me very carefully. Right? James Orengo, you people threatening James Orengo left, right, and center. I told you that Orengo cannot be threatened. Orengo is not a man to be threatened. This is a man who has seen it all in politics. This is a man who started his political career way before Raila. This is a man who has defeated Raila openly until Raila had to look for him. This is a man who has ran for the presidency. This is a man who has been very crucial in Raila's political career. This is a man when Raila was being chased by Moi left, right, and center, and walikuwa na feature Raila. They were helping him run out of the country. You get? This is a man who has also been arrested. Amefungwa. He has been arrested. He has been in prison. So this is a man who has seen it all. So when he comes and says things, trust you me, I don't think, deep down I feel like Raila is aware this is a scheme. Unaona, this is a scheme. Considering that Orengo is still the governor of the same county yenye Raila anatoka, his home county. No, this is a scheme. So you people go slow on James Orengo, and you must know that your threats cannot affect James Orengo in any shape or form. He's past that. Hizi threats zenye zinatumwa hapa with these young politicians, Orengo anaziangalia anacheka tu because they are useless. He has seen so many things. Anyway guys, what do you think? For me, I feel like first, there is no disunity between Raila and James Orengo. There is something. Number two, Raila has a scheme, and Raila is using there is a grand scheme, that there is something big that Raila is planning, and it's soon going to materialize. Because the people who are surround the president are not mature in politics enough to know that their president is being fixed by Raila Odinga. Because politics is a game of chess. It's a chess. So until the president gets that checkmate thing, kuna kitu inakam. Anyway guys, what do you think? Tell me in the comment section. But as always insist, remain respectful regardless. Do not insult anyone. Just share your opinion, be objective how you see things, but don't insult anyone. Remain objective. And for those people who are supporting this platform, man, thank you so much for the little contribution you are sending. It's helping in making sure that we see how we are going to grow this platform, make it bigger than this. So thank you. Until next time, bye-bye.